A healthcare watchdog has called for changes at a Toronto hospital after an 84-year-old woman was bruised and put in a headlock by a security guard. CTV's Jon Woodward joins us live now from outside Michael Garron Hospital. And John, some of these changes have to do with militaristic language.
Yeah, Natalie, Ontario's patient ombudsman took a look at the policies of Michael Garron Hospital and found militaristic language like tour of duty in there about how they're deployed. They say it signifies a culture, or could signify a culture, that's just inconsistent with the hospital's mission of helping people.
It was a shock.
That's how Michael Turcotte reacted when he heard about what happened during his mother's visit to Michael Garron Hospital in 2024. June Turcotte, who is deaf and has dementia, had gone in for a blood sugar test. Hours later, the 84-year-old emerged covered in bruises. The family said one staffer told them a security guard had put her in a headlock.
An 84-year-old lady in a bed isn't a threat to anybody. And if the only resource they have is putting her in a headlock and causing those kind of injuries, then the system really needs to be looked at and changed.
Our news story of the incident then sparked Ontario's patient ombudsman to look into what happened, combining their probe of another similar incident in the East End Toronto hospital. The report found security guards there do take de-escalation training, but embedded in their policy is language like tour of duty that they described as hawkish or militaristic, with guards agreeing it implied they worked in a warlike context. The report said this framing of such policies and the organizational culture it implies is not consistent with the goals and principles of a healthcare environment.
Tour of duty like this, it just doesn't belong there.
The Ombudsman's office found use of force rates at the hospital were going up from 1.8 interventions per 1,000 visits in 2023 to 2.1 in 2024.
It's not your granddad's emergency department anymore.
Emergency Dr. Alan Drummond said this could be a response to the genuine threats ERs have faced across the country, like a nurse strangled at Vancouver General Hospital and healthcare workers stabbed in Halifax.
Substance abuse is rampant. Dementia is increasing. People are medically ill, and they often sort of become quite delirious and lack of control.
The hospital told the Ombudsman it had created a geriatric emergency department area, increased its physician and triage nurse schedules, assigned another half-time employee to that department, and revised its security policies.
You don't want to go to emergency and get injured.
The Turcottes hope the changes at Michael Garron Hospital will be replicated elsewhere, so no other elderly person leaves hospital looking like this. Another issue in getting to the bottom of what happened to June Turcotte here was that there was no security video of the incident, and one of the patient ombudsman recommendations was to have body-worn cameras on all the security guards, just like some police forces, and the hospital says they have implemented that. Reporting live from Michael Garron Hospital, I'm Jon Woodward. Natalie, back to you.
All right. Thank you, John.